This is Gavin Ford from 4. 2021 has been one of the best years for our label Yosh Pit, which is all about releasing music from brand new artists. So we decided to compile a collection of the best releases from this year in our Class of 2021 album. But we love them all, so we asked DubbleT, Duckworthsound and Spence to help us compile this album.
So we are chatting about Yosh Class of 2021 compilation coming out very soon. Compilation is made up of the biggest Yosh Pit tracks from the artists that Gav and Chris and the team of Yosh have selected, who have like come through the ranks, and probably next year we're going to be moving up onto that main Yosh roster. Very happy to be joined by Spence Duckworthsound. Spence, a fellow graduate of Yosh Pit with myself this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think there's a bit of, I don't know what the right word is, not mystery, but people aren't really sure the difference between Yosh and Yosh Pit. And Yosh Pit is very much like for the screening process, I think, for Gav and Chris to Crispy and Tengu to find out who they want to work with, who promotes himself the best and things like that. Obviously you, very fortunate to have never ever released on Yosh Pit. You got bumped straight up to the main roster.
One of the lucky ones, I guess.
What's like your thought on Yosh Pit as like a label?
I think it's a great concept. You see a lot of people and a lot of other labels do it as well. Sometimes in different manners. Sometimes people do it via, welcoming people into labels via compilations. Other labels do have the sub-label of kind of like artists who are coming in and stepping up eventually. I think the concept's great, and again, at the end of the day, it's not taken away from the tunes at all. Good music is good music. It really is just like you said. It's just a matter of screening through, seeing who puts in the work along with the release, who is there, who wants it the most. And I think the list we got in front of us speaks for itself, really.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way of putting it. It's like the academy for the first team in football. Last time we spoke about the best of 2021 compilation, which is also coming out soon. There's a lot less tracks on this one. It's been a lot more selective from what we've been told. So we'll go through the whole track list. And Spence, I think you can kick us off with a little feature from yourself.
Right. My Yosh Pit release is the Numb that I spoke about in Best of 2021 video.
So on the Ones to Watch EP as well?
Yeah, Ones to Watch EP with Pirate, YT, and I forgot who else was.
Messed Up and Disrupt.
Messed Up and okay. So Numb was quite an old track of mine that I sent over. It's more just a gritty bass line with drums that I used to do quite a while back. That's like how I sort of built my tracks around then.
And that was your Yosh Pit debut. So
yeah,
when you first approached the label, obviously you just submit to Yosh.
Yeah.
How do you respond to them coming back saying, take the track, but it's going to be on Yosh Pit?
Well, that's what I was hoping for.
So you were aware of that?
Yeah, I was aware. Yeah, I knew that it's normally about 2 or 3 tracks before they start to seriously think about if you want to go onto the main label, and I was happy to go on there because obviously my goal was to go on to Yosh, and that was a step of going on to Yosh Pit. So
yeah, I think I did 3 Yosh Pit releases, and at the time, every time you submit one, in my head I was thinking, is this going to be the one that gets bumped up? Am I going to get bumped up? But with looking back retrospectively, which is obviously very easy to do, I'm glad that it went the way it did, because I think I developed in a nice way as an artist before getting on there. My last track on Yosh Pit, which was a collab with my man Dean, which we all love Dean, don't we? We all love Dean.
He's the boy.
That is on this Class of 2021 compilation. It's called Will You. It's a track that I made absolutely ages ago. One of the first tracks I ever made, bass line wise, and I had it sat there for ages. I basically copied the structure off a Cryphon YouTube stream because I didn't have any idea about bassline structure, anything like that. So I just copied he did 16 bars, whatever it was. I copied that, and then it was just sat on my hard drive for ages. I put it in a playlist of just tracks that I didn't know what to do with, sent them to Dean, and he picked that one out as something we could work on together. Sent him the stems, and he basically he gave it that level up that it needed to be to actually be a full release. So yeah, that's the little story behind Will You. We'll go through the whole track list, and do you want to pick us out one first that you want to chat about?
Yeah, happily. I mean, the tune that stands out the most to me is one that I supported. Got sent it very early from Curbs and KTE, I Got You. Really like the tune. Vocals, I think, work really well on it. I remember getting sent it a while back before it was obviously coming out. And yeah, just really stood out to me. Really unique tune. I think it done pretty well as well when it came out. I think it got onto Spotify playlists as well.
Top 5 Beatport as well. And I mean, for Katie, that's great because that's her debut release.
That was her debut release.
I know she'd been working so hard on that, so she must be buzzing.
Curbs is someone I know. Obviously myself, I've done a track with him. Yeah, I think both of them smashed it. I think it's a great tune. And yeah, looking forward to the future for both of them, really.
Yeah, I mean,
to see what they
Curbs obviously had that with KTE. Before that, last year he had Let's Rave, which was Yosh Pit as well. I think that got top of Beatport charts. So he's now had 2 top 5 Yosh Pit tracks. So maybe next year we're going to see him with the big boys.
Let's hopefully see him up here.
That'd be great to see him. I'm going to pick one out. I'm going to talk about Dynascope Selector because this was a track that I actually had a hand in signing for the label. Me and Dynascope chatted a lot on DMs, and he sent me that track, and I had to pitch it to the guys because it's one of my favourite tracks of the year. Maybe my favourite Yosh Pit track of the year, if I'm allowed to say that.
Fair play.
And I've supported it. It's just, and I think Dynascope's a great name to have on the label as well. So it did well, and I think he was happy with the release as well. You want to choose us another one to chat about?
I mean, Sando, No Fear. Yeah. He's doing really well at the moment. He's proper making his way up, isn't he?
That was
he's
another
climbing.
Debut release as well.
Yeah, and he's done really well. Met him in London. Really nice guy as well. He's proper just down to earth, nice guy. That's all I can say. And I'm pretty sure he's still learning to produce, and I mean we all still are, really, aren't we? So,
yeah,
but
absolutely. You never stop learning.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, he's I'm liking to watch how he's coming on.
Yeah, he's got a track coming out on Yosh Pit very soon with a man who's also on this compilation, Danny Dennett. Danny Dennett's just another one who's just a lovely guy.
Yeah, he is.
He had Runaway come out. That's not on this compilation. It's on the other compilation. We all know that one blew up. That one's everywhere. But the track off Yosh 5, which obviously I had a hand in, and so I got this track off him, was Bring the Vibe, which is with SK. And that track is just so fun. You talk about you want to make your music bouncy or things like that. That is the bouncy tune, and it's one of the first ones that I think SK's properly stepped up and made, not just done a vocal hook or something like that. He's actually that's a verse chorus proper song, and I think that's something that, whether that be on Yosh or elsewhere, we're going to see a lot more from SK in next year.
Absolutely, he's been killing it. I think, echo what you said about it. It's a great tune. Such a fun one.
Yeah, man. Well, there's only a few tracks left. We've got Arundel Bitlow, we've got Pirate, Ryan Gallus, and TM1. All were part of the Yosh Pit roster this year, all in various ways smashed it. And I'd like to think that are all going to be part of the Yosh Pit and Yosh roster moving into 2022. It's all part of the 2021 class of compilations coming out later this month, so keep an eye out for that. Also keep an eye out for the best of 2021. Cheers to Gav for getting us down to do this little video. Cheers to you for coming and chatting with me for a bit. And yeah, peace.